Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Hi. I'm trying to spell good morning. Can everybody check that? Shelley, is that correct? Thank you. All right. I got good morning right.
Nice.
Yeah. How's everybody?
We're good.
Good. Okay. I know some people have a little jet lag. We'll talk about that.
Yes.
But let's dive right in. The reason we're here, it's September 18th, 2024. Let's talk real estate. Everybody ready to talk real estate?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. A couple of things. It's a big day. It's Fed Day, if anybody knows what that is. If anybody's seen that on the news. It means the Federal Reserve is going to make an announcement today, and they're going to lower the interest rates. Nobody knows by how much. But they're saying don't get too excited. So it's going to be half a point, half a percentage point, what they call 50 basis points, I think is what it's going to be. And it's not going to lower the interest rates that mortgages are offering right now because they've already worked that in. But anyway, everybody's talking about it in the business world, and it does affect us. You know, the more they lower it, the better. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. And I don't know, it's 1 o'clock over there. Why they haven't done it yet? What they're waiting for? All right. Here's the graphic for social media to post on social media. This one actually is just for us. It's a reminder about the North Star system, and that's a tool for you to use to run your business like a business using the North Star system. I sound like an ad. I even created an ad, and there it is. So everybody give that some thought about doing that. And we'll talk some more about our trip. So let's get right into it. Nick and Kung and I, we just returned from New Jersey and New York after attending Century 21's International Leadership Academy. That's a 3-day training session, and it's hosted by the top leaders of Century 21. What I remember is that nearly all attendees made a strong commitment to return home to their franchise companies with some at least 2 major takeaways from the session. And that's what Mike Meadler, the president of Century 21, asked us to do. So Nick Kung and I, we're going to discuss that a little bit about what we came back with. And I have some ideas for agents and brokers about committing to some of business basics that apply to your business. And these come from the Mike Ferry people, so they'll seem familiar to a lot of us. And the first one is read my business plan every single week. How committed are you right now to reading a simple business plan? Do you still have the business plan for 2024 that we talked about last year? Are you working from a small weekly mini plans or a monthly plan? Are you working from a 90-day production plan for the remainder of the year? And that's a good idea if you're not. But you should be reading that plan every single week. And how would you grade yourself on that commitment to have made a plan and to be following through with the plan? And next is to recommit to maintaining a positive attitude every day. Just like you can turn on a switch, just like I have to turn on a switch. I have jet lag, I have a headache, but I have a great attitude this morning. And I hope that comes through. And we all know the power of attitude. Attitude is simply a reflection of how we see somebody or we see something and how we feel about somebody or something. So where do you need an attitude adjustment? Where do you need to maybe look at, has the NAR gotten your attitude off? It has for a lot of people, and it shouldn't. Is it the political world? Has that got you going sideways? How is your production so far this year? Does that have you in some kind of strange attitude? So wouldn't it be great if you could recommit to maintaining a positive attitude every single day for the rest of this year? And then we'll talk about it next year. Recommit to following your schedule, 75 to 80%. That's good enough. So how closely are you following that daily schedule now? How close have you been following your schedule all year? So would it be a great time to recommit to following the schedule 75 to 80% of the time? Because 100% is really hard to do. You always strive for 100% and hope that you do 75 to 80, and 75 to 80 is pretty much under control. So recommit to that as well. Recommit to keeping my personal life out of my business. And we all have a personal life, and we all have stuff going on, kids, family, other situations. It's called life. But we're in business. We have to do strong, aggressive job in recommitting, keeping personal life out of business. I know it's tough at times, but the reality is if you allow your personal life to affect your business life, all it does is push your production down. My favorite, which is why you're here today, develop your sales skills to the highest level. If you look back on your sales skills, if you will work on your objection handlers for some of the little NAR stuff that's going on, if you work on refining and improving your presentation, maybe you need to develop an in-office buyer presentation. Maybe you need to just go back to some of the basic prospecting skills. What objections are you receiving these days that you need to master? So go back to a strong commitment to your skills. And then finally, and the most important, recommit to doing the right thing 100% of the time for my customers. Now's the time to recommit to the best customer service the money can buy. If you'll focus on your database, if you'll recommit to your past clients, recommit to your centers of influence, and recommit to communicating at the highest level with your sellers and your pendings and with your closings, if you recommit to that level of customer service, word gets out and everybody will want to come and use you. So let's take advantage of the new year, what's continuing to be a strong real estate market and getting stronger. Remember to treat your business like a business. All right, let's review our production. I've changed the graphics a little bit. I've tried to simplify our meetings a little bit over the last few sessions. And we'll see that as we go through this one. But we certainly don't want to miss this. One of the most important things we do. If anyone here has a new listing or has a listing that you'd like to highlight to the others in this group, remember this meeting goes out on Zoom as well. So another 20 people are going to see it. Hopefully the rest of the company will see it. What's going on in Portland, Kung? You're muted.
We have a couple new listings. I don't know if it was mentioned last week, but Nayeth has a new listing in Madras, 400 Southeast 8th Street. Nick has a listing on Barber Boulevard. It's a lot. There's a billboard on it as well, so it's a good piece of land if you know somebody who's looking to take up that lease. Nayeth also went pending with a buyer in, I believe that one is in Portland. So congrats to Nayeth. She's staying busy.
It really is.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, Nayeth, is this intentionally a Tiffany colored house? This is beautiful. So I like that.
Oh, she's on her phone.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm in Starbucks here.
Oh, that's okay. We're just admiring your house.
Yeah, that's a new construction. It's in 390, it's 3 bedrooms and too bad. Has a great view of the neighborhood. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Is that Adius Construction?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
It's a beautiful
Yes.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
I
beautiful.
actually waiting for the inspection in the property that I'm working with a buyer here in Bethany. So I am waiting. No Starbucks.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
As she's multitasking, she's here. So thank you.
She is.
Thank you. Now that's a commitment to taking care of business.
For sure.
And my billboard lot is in Dash. For some reason, it's not showing up.
Mhm.
I do want to point out Trudy Holman just put up a beautiful new listing at 619 that's showing up at c21northstar.com. That's a beautiful house, and I just put it up on social media.
Okay.
Well,
Good.
yeah, let's talk about Coos Bay. That's where I was going
Sorry.
next.
Oh, right.
Trudy does have a new listing. That one, Prefontaine, is in Coos Bay, 619, like Nick said, but they'll show up here shortly.
Okay.
She also went pending on her listing in Coos Bay on Southwest Boulevard. She's representing both sides, so congrats to Trudy on staying busy as well.
Good. Good. Okay. Shauna, how are things in Washington?
Things are going pretty good. We have one listing. It's actually a commercial warehouse office flex space. So it's actually already starting to get some attention in Washougal. And that went up I think it went up we talked about it last week, but a lot of people weren't here and it wasn't recorded. So I would like to let everybody know we had that listed 2,700 square feet for $850,000. We have 9 pending transactions in Washington and 9 listings actively available right now.
Nice.
Very good. Thank you. Mario, how's Idaho? Oh, you're muted.
We're doing great. Augie has 2 accepted offers on 2 brand new CVH homes. He currently has 5 listed right now. Jeff Jensen has 2 and Lee has 1. So we have about 8 listings right now.
Okay.
And good news, I am hiring a new agent. Hopefully today. I sent her the contract and she's very excited to join us.
What? Okay.
Nice.
You sent her the contract. So we're gonna get an announcement anytime.
Yeah.
Yes. I spoke with her. I met with her yesterday and I sent the documents early this morning and looking forward to working with her. She was
Yay.
previously at Hayden Homes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Hayden Homes.
Excellent. Okay, that's good news. That's a great
More of
start to
that.
the day.
Yeah.
All right.
And the good news is she's gonna list her house.
And,
Yeah.
She got a house
and
for
we
sale.
start with a listing. Okay.
Get off
good.
with a good start. With hopefully a good client.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. There's something new. It looks like all right. I'll pull this up at 62.5 is the price. And you know what I always say about that? That's affordable.
Yes. I think that one might be pending already.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's not. I spoke with Augie. That's Augie's house. I actually have someone who called me about that house. I'm going to show it to him. I was going to show it to him yesterday, but he got sick. So he wants to see it on Monday.
Okay.
Great. Okay, well, good luck. I know that'll sell.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have a wide array of homes available.
Right. Okay, thank you, everybody. Good activity, 33 listings. We're still in a housing shortage, so we're doing well. We have properties to sell. And we have some events coming up. Portland, I know you have something, Kung, in Portland?
Yeah, we have our monthly Lunch and Learn next Thursday, September 26th at 12 p.m. This is going to be a live presentation from Tycor Title. Their technologist will be presenting on real estate apps that agents should have on their phone. So I know there's a lot of apps out there. They're going to be presenting the ones they feel are going to be the most useful and productive for agents.
Right.
So, 1 hour of CE credit will be provided as well as lunch. But this is open to all agents. So if you Washington agents would like to come down, join us for lunch and learn about which apps should be on your phone, definitely show up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Looking forward to it. Shauna, do you have anything to announce yet?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good.
We have the date of October 3rd we're going to, and I'm actually going to do it virtual as well as in-house with lunch. We're gonna talk about open houses, and we have several people who are going to join us and give their ideas on how to capture leads at open houses and how to promote it the best way possible. And so I think that's going to be really great, because open houses, because since we have listings that last longer, we're able to do more of those, and learning how to capture buyers as they come through.
Okay. Very good.
I'm also
Okay.
going to show how to do Moxie blast with the Kohl's directory in the neighborhood, so that people can tell their friends and family. And it's so easy to do. So I'm going to demonstrate that. We'll have a lender talk about how she gets leads. It'll be really good.
Okay.
Nice.
Excellent. Excellent. And Mario, you have something coming up pretty quick.
Yes, we have partnered with Toll Brothers here in Caldwell. They have a new community called Pradera and Brookside. We have an exclusive meeting where I decided to have a sales meeting at their site, a new community here in Caldwell, and they're going to provide lunch and food for those who attended. We also invited many of our real estate affiliates, title reps, title companies to join us. So I'm looking forward to a good turnout. I'm trying to get everybody excited to go down there. And this will be the first time that we actually do it with a builder at a new community. So I hope that we can start doing these kinds of things as well. And then on the 27th of September, when we promoted our company to the Idaho Real Estate School, I had printed some really nice brochures, Century 21, and a flyer to invite those who went, where we presented Century 21 to them. So I invited them to come on the 27th for lunch, and I'm curious to see how many show up. They changed their the way that they allow companies to come in and talk to their real estate school. So we weren't able to present in front of the classroom. We were able to introduce ourselves in front of the classroom, but then during their breakout session, that was the opportunity to actually talk to them. So it was a little bit different than they've done it in the past. But there was a flyer that I had created and gave them out to those who want to come to our office for lunch. So it's basically an informal invitation, if you will, for those who were there that we got in front of, and we invited them to come to our office, and we'll just see how that plays out. And then I'm still waiting on Judy Woods to do a lunch and learn with her. She joined a new company and they're providing some new financing. I'm still waiting for her she's getting trained. So I'm waiting for her to let me know when she wants to do that so we can put that on the calendar, but it's going to be sometime in October.
All right. A lot going on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on. A lot of good training.
I forgot to mention one thing. We're
Yes.
having a big open house this Saturday from 10 to 2. If any Washington agents want to be involved in it, there's going to be 9 different brokerages promoting a big, like trying to draw more buyers into the open houses in Ridgefield area for any house over 800,000. So it should be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of activity. If anybody licensed in Washington would like to hang out for any of that 10 to 2 period, I'm happy to share.
Nice.
Great idea. Nice price range too.
Yeah. There'll be a video coming out with all the featuring all the listings, all 9 listings. It's going to be fun.
Very good.
Okay. I did a little change here as far as what I'm going to present to you. Instead of the market statistics report, I'm going to put in the little quick highlight because you can do more with that, I think, because you can drag this right off of here onto your desktop and send it in an email or put it in a blog of your own on your own Moxie website. I think that's an excellent idea. Make this the photo for a blog and then talk about the market. Just the things that we're talking about today is plenty. Don't overwhelm them. So this is the Portland Metro summary. There are other summaries and this is an RMLS thing, but I've seen the same thing in Idaho. So I know you have this type of presentation for the market. So I think it's a really good way to go. And this is just for the week of September 6th through September 12th. 906 new listings, and that's up 35.2% from, I guess, last week. Pending sales, 2,500. Closed sales, 400. That's the entire Portland Metro. 48 days on the market. Average sales price is $629. The median sales price, $545. That's where it's been for some time, if anybody's been paying attention. About $550 is where it's been for a very long time.
Yep. I love these graphics. They did a survey asking if you like them, and I gave all 10s because I use these all the time in my social media. I love these for Southwest Washington.
They're perfect for this. This is a great Facebook post. You can use these constantly. There's a lot of good stuff. Yeah, RMLS, Century 21, a lot of really good stuff out there. Okay, so everybody has one. That was for the Portland Metro. Southwest Washington, 47 days on the market. Median sales price, $550, right in there. Right in there with the same thing. And then we also have Coos County, which is interesting. 103 days on the market, a little more relaxed at the coast. And $377.5 is the median sales price. Again, a little bit more relaxed, but still a good market this summer.
Right.
Okay, the big news, like I said, it's Fed Day, and nice news, mortgage rates dropped to their lowest level since February of 2023, and the 30-year fixed is 6.2. All right. Everybody should know that. Your entire sphere of influence should know that. Mortgage rates have decreased by more than 0.5 percentage point over the past 6 weeks. They're now more than 1 percentage point lower than the high in 2024. They were 7.2. Now they're 6.2. Percentage point is huge. Although rates continue to move lower, many buyers are still waiting for better home buying conditions as they have to negotiate a combination of high home prices and persistent supply shortages, says Freddie Mac's chief economist in a press release. Well, I don't know what kind of realtor Freddie Mac's chief economist is, but I don't think this is a time to wait. We're at 6.2 now. That's historically a very good number. And I'm not seeing any indication from the Fed or from anybody commenting on Bloomberg or the New York Times that they're going to go down any further. There's no reliable comment on that I'm hearing. 6.2 is a great time. If they have a reason to do anything, do it now. And there's the chart, again, something you can make a blog post out of or send out. You just drag it to your desktop. Something behind all of this, which is very good news, is the consumer price index is down again. And that's kind of what they use for the rate of inflation. It's 2.5 from 2.9. And it had been hovering in the 3s all this time. And they said, well, it has to be in the 2s. It's in the 2s. They're going to announce a rate reduction. So that's all good news for the economy. The absorption rate, that tells us what kind of market we're in. 2.8 months of inventory indicates a seller's market, but just barely. Just barely between a seller's market and a balanced market. But that's where we are today. How's the market? Well, it's a seller's market. Rates have come down. Median price is about $550. 6.2 is the interest rate. It's a good time to buy or sell. Can everybody say that?
It's a good time to buy or sell.
A good time to buy or sell. All right. All right, cool. I'll let you go through the National Association of Realtors Economists report. And like I say, the upcoming rate cut, 5 things that a homeowner should consider. And cool, this is a long article, so I'll let you just present what seems pertinent to you.
Yeah, you mentioned it earlier in the meeting, but the rate cut, the mortgage rate cut has already been adjusting. It takes into different account, just because they cut the Federal Reserve rate today doesn't mean that it's going to be correlating at the same time with the mortgage rate cut.
Mortgage companies can do what they want.
Correct.
They're not tied to that number, but it does affect their profitability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It affects it, but it doesn't correlate at the same rate.
Right.
But let's see what the Economist has to say. The Federal Reserve has kept its interest rates unchanged for over a year. However, this is expected to change in the coming week. The economy has consistently indicated that it may no longer need the cooling effects of high interest rates. Inflation has dropped below 3%, while job creation has slowed to about 30% below the average pace seen over the past 12 months. Thus, the Fed is strongly considering an interest rate cut at its meeting in mid-September. So yeah, let's see what they do later today. The Fed's interest rate decisions have far-reaching implications for the U.S. economy, particularly in the housing market. Homebuyers closely watch to understand how such a change might affect mortgage rates, home prices, and overall housing demand. Below, let's explore the potential effects of the expected Fed rate cut on the housing market, focusing on how these actions may impact mortgage rates and housing affordability. So understanding the Fed's rate and its link to the housing market. First, it's important to note that the Fed doesn't directly set mortgage rates. Instead, it controls the federal fund rate, which is the interest rate at which banks lend to one another. However, this rate has a ripple effect across the economy, influencing various other interest rates, including those on savings accounts, loans, and mortgages. When the Fed adjusts its rates, it triggers changes across the broader lending system. The expectation of a Fed rate cut typically pushes down long-term rates like the 10-year Treasury yield, which is closely tied to the 30-year fixed mortgage rate. This is why the mortgage rates tend to decline in anticipation of a Fed rate cut, even before it officially happens. That's why we've been seeing a gradual drop, even before this announcement that's coming today. This chart shows that. The 30-year mortgage is the blue line, the 10-year Treasury is the red, and the Fed's rate is the gray. They trend pretty closely, but they're not exactly correlated or matching.
Right. Okay. And again, this chart tells you why I always say 6 was a good interest rate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the ups and downs, but as of today, they're going down, so that's good.
Okay.
Historically, yeah, the market responds to expectations, not just actual Fed decisions. Data shows that both the 10-year Treasury yield and the mortgage rates usually start trending down a few months ahead of anticipated Fed rate cut. The next couple paragraphs talks about the historical events that pretty much are the same that's happening now. It just shows that the mortgage rate will follow the Fed rate, but it will usually happen before the actual cut happens.
Okay, so here's where they were responding. They were responding to the crisis in 7.
Right. And there's one in 1990 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the charts show, what the effects were to the mortgage rates.
Okay.
Yeah. So how low could mortgage rates fall after the cut?
Good question.
This is a very challenging question. Predicting mortgage rates is difficult due to the complexity and interplay of various economic factors that influence them. However, in simple terms, historical data suggests that a 100 basis point rate cut typically leads to an 87 basis drop point in mortgage rates. with the Fed expected to lower its rates by 50 basis points by the end of the year, the mortgage rates could fall to around 5.9% by year's end. Nevertheless, this impact will likely be lessened as mortgage rates have already priced in some of the expected rate cuts. As of now, mortgage rates are already over 100 basis points lower than they were in the end of May 2024. So yeah, like we talked about, you know, it's already over 1 percentage point.
It's already down a percentage point. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, 5 things homebuyers should consider after the rate cut. Lower mortgage rates. One of the most immediate effects of a Fed rate cut is the potential for lower mortgage rates. For prospective homebuyers, this could mean lower monthly payments or the ability to buy a more expensive home than they otherwise could.
Okay.
However, as analyzed above, mortgage rates have already priced in some of the effects of the Fed's rate cut. This could mean rates may not fall significantly after the cut next week.
Okay.
Yep. Easier qualifications for mortgage. When mortgage rates fall, the interest portion of monthly payments decreases, which lowers the total payment. That makes it easier for more borrowers to meet lenders' debt-to-income ratio requirements and qualify for mortgages that may have been unaffordable at higher rates. So that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yep. Stronger demand for housing. Lower mortgage rates reduce the cost of borrowing, increasing purchasing power, and create a sense of rush to secure a lower rate, all of which tend to drive up housing demand. However, many areas where housing inventory is already low, this boost in demand can lead to more competition among buyers. The downside of increased demand is that it puts upward pressure on home prices as multiple buyers compete for a limited number of homes. So yeah, that's the downside.
Yeah, there's that. We still have a little bit of a shortage.
Right, especially in the Portland market.
Yes.
Improved housing affordability. Home prices and mortgage rates are the 2 main components that define a mortgage payment. The home price determines the principal amount borrowed, while the mortgage rate affects the interest paid on the principal. Thus, any changes in either of these factors substantially affect the overall monthly mortgage payment. Yeah, that's also something that affects.
How does it lead to more inventory?
Well, let's find out. Affordability is interconnected with the availability of homes. Better affordability also results in more affordable options. According to a recent NAR analysis, with lower mortgage rates, buyers at all income levels can afford a greater number of listings, thereby expanding their choices. The impact is more pronounced at certain income levels, particularly in the middle and upper middle income brackets, which is $75,000 to $150,000 per year. For higher income levels, $150,000 and over, the percentage increases in affordability is smaller because they already have access to the majority of the housing market. So higher income levels are also less sensitive to mortgage changes. Well, you know, the other way it affects inventory is that because of the lower interest rates, sellers are more inclined to put their house on the market.
Yeah.
You know, they're not, you know, yeah, because of the high interest rates before, sellers were not as inclined to put their house on the market.
But yeah, it's just a better market all around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. Anybody get a text that the Fed has made a decision yet? They may surprise us by telling us not to be surprised, but don't get too excited about it. All right, thank you. Really good stuff there. Local statistics. I gave you the elevator speech already. I've got all RMLS areas here, and so I'm just going to put this graphic up here for information. But the more detailed stuff and the more detailed things to say are up in the more specific ones, and I'll get the Idaho ones as well, and we'll have everything covered. Okay, Century 21 Accelerate is September 9th, so I will post the next one up there. Would probably be October or November. The 21-day challenge is October 28th to November 25th. And there's the rest of the Century 21 learning system. So have a look at that. Good time to look through the Century 21 system and see what's happening. All right. We just got back from beautiful New Jersey. Ah, it didn't come in. I wonder why. Wonder if it's going to play. No, it doesn't look like I'm going to get a video.
Go to the Facebook page. Go to c21northstar.com and then click the Facebook on the right side.
All right, let me check real quick if I can do that. No, it's this computer. It's not bringing anything up. All right. So we flew out to New Jersey for the International Leadership Academy, and Mike Mealer started the thing, and he said, "I want you to come, go home with a couple of just two takeaways, two ideas." And if you can imagine, I came away that recruiting and getting more good agents into this company is the number one priority. So that was my main takeaway. And so we're gonna have a lot to say about that. That's because that's good. The more agents we have, the stronger the company is, the stronger North Star is to support the agents that we have. So that's all a good thing. More people to do open houses for you, more open house opportunities. So we'll do the best we can in that area. There also was an amazing presentation from Tori. Can't think of her last name. But Tori is the VP of marketing. And when we were at the convention, the 121 last year, she came on stage as a vice president, and she'd been with the company for 21 days. And now she's now she's settled in, and she asked permission from Mike if she could show some videos and show some photographs early just to this group of what they're planning for either later this year or next year. And she came up with a very interesting campaign that I thought was wonderful. What she said was, we rebranded and we tried to be the slickest new thing in town with our rebranding and the colors, and it's just kind of a 2-color scheme and the signs and all of that. And then we went to the relentless campaign, that we are relentless, and then it's all heavy music and sizzle videos and things like that. And she said that was fine, but we could have gone too far in that direction. As she looked back at 50 years of marketing for Century 21, and she said, we have a softer, more home-based approach in the past. And she'd like to turn the page and take a look at that. And these are not the pictures she showed us. The pictures but these are pictures that she has already put out towards that idea. Everything is focused in the home, and everything is focused on the home buying experience and the people that are actually buying the home.
Mm-hmm.
Although this looks like an office with Century 21 posters. I don't know that we...
She hasn't released the ones, yeah.
She hasn't released the campaign yet. It's a secret.
Yes.
Anyway, she showed a wonderful video. It was a commercial. I don't know if it's like a Super Bowl type commercial or whatever. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then her dream is she's going to come up with a new yard sign. And it's just going to be something different and something that brings back a little bit, looking backwards at our heritage, and a little more family friendly and a little less stark. And she's going to put a giant one in Times Square in New York. So that's her plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that 100%. She even has already... She doesn't know what the sign's going to look like, but she's already given us some of her ideas. Here's one right here. She had this photograph made.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a different kind of sign. So I'm really excited about it. I was kind of thinking the same thing. I think our advertising should be more reminiscent of our past and a little warmer, a little more cuddly than perhaps the Relentless Agent campaign, with all its guitars and drums and noise. I think that might be better for the brand. It's certainly worth trying right now. So I'll be bringing you these materials as soon as we get new things. This is the place where you will see them. And Nick, what did you think of the session?
This was a really nice, intimate gathering. I love all the Century 21 gatherings because we are a family and I know people. So it was really fun. I think my takeaway again was quality over quantity in recruiting. Take your time, recruit the best agents, and the best agents are the ones that are left at this point. So recruiting was a big deal. They were definitely ready. And I loved Ketchinger is her last name, by the way. I loved her campaign as well. It's a softer. I agreed that the Relentless campaign was great for the new branding and it worked. It was right for the time.
Yeah.
But now it's time to get back to what we do, which is selling homes to families and all over the place. So I really like that. So I love the new marketing campaign that's going to come out. And the recruiting was definitely something they were talking about quite a bit, that it's time to get recruiting.
Okay. Cool. Did you have any takeaways from it?
Yeah,
Anything that impressed you?
Yeah, there was so much presented at this conference, and
Yeah.
I'm glad I went. It gave me an opportunity to meet the other managers and owners of the Century 21s throughout the country.
Yeah.
But one of the main takeaways I got was that Century 21, we need to utilize more of what Century 21 has to offer, especially like the university. There's so many great classes that are available to our agents for free, and that we need to, join the Accelerate classes,
Right.
look at the Moxie support things, classes, as well as utilize the social media playbook. These are all resources that are great for your business, and it's free. And I know, and they even said this, that Century or 21 Online is very, very extensive. There's a lot available for our agents to use. And one of my takeaways is that I need to sort through all that's available for you guys and make it a little more streamlined and show what you guys should be focusing on and what's available and what's going to be good for your business. Right now, like what's good for your business is education. We know that going into the fall and the holiday months, things are going to be a little bit slower. That's just seasonal. It's going to happen. But take this time to, join the Accelerate class. See if you can get that one listing in these coming months. Utilize that accountability that joining the class will provide. And take some classes that may help you in the coming future. I know there are classes about, putting together a business plan, get that ready for 2025. So, we'll delve deeper into what's on 21 Online, streamline what we recommend you guys should use, and present that here shortly.
Okay.
I love that you brought that up. I think that really marries with the recruiting. Everything is there. Everything you would need is there. And one other thing they did point out data-wise was that agents are coming back to the solid brands.
That's right. And for people who don't know, we're in a giant building in New Jersey, a giant office building that houses Century 21 and Coldwell Banker and Corcoran and Better Homes and Gardens and NRA and Sotheby's. Is it Sotheby's or the other one? It's
yeah.
They're all there. They're all part of Anywhere Brands, and they're all sharing the same building, and they've got their own all separate fancy lobbies. So they have the data, and they say people are coming to their brand of companies, our brand of companies, including Century 21, in very large numbers from Keller Williams and from EXP especially. So there's a lot of movement out there. You know, the grass is always greener on the other side, but these companies in Century 21 have been doing it right for a very long time. People will always come back to these companies and these methods.
It's true. 26% of real estate runs through that building.
Okay.
And you know, another thing I took away was, you know, there was a lot of focus on recruiting, but recruiting good agents benefits everyone, not just the company in whole. You know, having good producing agents motivates other agents to produce more, as well as, you know, be able to learn from them and get, you know, be able to socialize and network with them, see if they can make their business better. So you can learn from the ones that are producing. So that's why, you know, we are talking a lot about recruiting right now, but that benefits everyone, not just, you know, the company. It's just agents as well.
We all learn from each other.
Okay. All right. And I guess my parting advice is, if you ever get out there, the gelato place at Madison Square Garden is a must visit.
Oh, that it is. And John did get his big, giant New York City pizza.
I got my pizza too. So all right there.
I will tell you guys, as a side note from our busy week, Manhattan is electric. I've never seen the city so exciting. It's just, there's no vacancy. The city's on fire. Go see New York City.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shopping there. So
And
Poon went a little crazy.
yeah, we
I didn't
lost
think we were
Poon
gonna
there.
get the bags on the train. Yeah.
We lost him for a couple hours in shops. All right. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate your coming, and have a great week. We're here for you if you need us.
Have some fun.
Thank you.
Thank
You.
Thanks.
This is our time. No, this is our century. Our gold shines bright. Because this is a network unlike any other. 135,000 affiliated agents across 84 countries and territories. In almost every Spanish-speaking country in the world, this is the most recognized name in real estate. The most respected brand in the industry. That has a nice ring to it. The leader in brand awareness 25 years in a row. This is earning accolades. More accolades. And more. Okay, that's a lot. This is making an impression. Over 27 billion of them. This is showing up big. Here, here, and all across here. Oh, and not just for clients. For the community, we're lifting up others with us. This is not resting on a legacy. This is running on it. Taking all that's been learned and seen and taught and dreamed over the past 50 years to shape and fuel the next 100. Century 21. This is our century.